hope so.
Yeah, they put it in park.
I didn't go, don't come to go around. Hey guys, so yeah, day 3, just getting the trail maps loaded up here on the tab. And Jason and Lee are here from Tennessee. And they're hitting the trails with us today, so that'll be pretty fun. We got New York Mike still here with us as well. They just got their trail passes, Lee and Jason, and now we're gonna head down to McDonald's like always, and the rest of the crew will meet up with us there. We're in for a good day of ride, and after that roll yesterday, I got smile for the camera.
Good, good.
Hey,
somebody had to be the first.
Holy
3, 2, 1. Going over.
Yesterday I got no rear sway bar. Then I rolled it. Everything's caved in. My bag's hanging here. The cage is all bent in. Other stuff is messed up. So the RZR's a hurting unit right now, but oh yeah.
See the suspension go up.
See the bend here?
Yeah, that's a good kink.
That's not supposed to be like that. My roof popped out. I gotta try and get it back in.
Mess it up pretty good.
Yeah. That's all bent in. The other side.
The stock cages ain't tough at all.
No, they're good for one of these. That's it.
No profile.
Right now, but we're gonna give her anyways because we didn't come to go around, right? So yeah, I'll take it easy, try to be careful so I don't roll it again, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm sure it'll be a great day. So far the weather's nice. Hopefully it holds out, hopefully it clears up, and we'll have a great day of riding, and that'll be day 3, and I mean it's been awesome so far, so let's keep it up. So stay tuned guys, enjoy the videos. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, make sure you smash that like button on every single video. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the other content. If you want to help support the channel, head on over to our Shopify store. Get yourself some cool stickers and swag. Alright, let's ride. Alright, so we're just going to hit the trail down the mountain to take us to the main road, and we're going to head into Gilbert for breakfast like we said. Jason and Lee are right behind me, and the rest of the crew should only be a few minutes behind them. As I mentioned in previous episodes, meeting at McDonald's in town is a great place because they have a big parking lot and everything you need around. That gives everyone a few minutes to kind of get caught up, and once everyone's there, we can head out on our way. Today's ride is going to be full of unexpected surprises, and they start pretty soon. Just pay attention to what's coming down the road on the left here, and we're going to get our fun started early. Now, what are the odds of that? First car we see on the road is a police officer. Now, I didn't think we were doing anything wrong here, but I'm not always known for being right. Let's see what the officer had to say about it. We're just slowing down here because we realized Jason was quite a bit behind us and we saw flashing lights as soon as the cop drove by his side-by-side. So at this point we kind of realized one of us is getting pulled over. Just to be safe, we decided to pull up into the parking lot at the motel here and wait for the cop and the other guys to get here. At this point, you can see the other guys starting to catch up and drive by us, and you probably can't see it on camera. They were all laughing at us for getting pulled over. Leave it. What are the odds of that? Turns out the reason we got stopped was because Jason and Melissa didn't have their helmets on.
I seen him look right at us, and I'm like, we gotta put these helmets on.
Yeah, we're getting stopped by the police. Just so you gotta wear your helmet on the street, kids. Ride safe.
I seen him, I said, he's turning around.
Yeah, I seen him slowing down too, and I'm like, it's probably for you guys with no helmets, right?
He looked right at us, I'm like, damn.
Busted! You didn't even get to the trail. Now we're stuck behind all those bastards in the drive-thru. Just to clarify, we've run into this cop a few times out in Gilbert. This gentleman's worked here for quite a few years. He's a very friendly guy. Nobody got a ticket. It was just a friendly reminder reminding us that in the city limits of Gilbert on the roads, there is a bylaw saying that you do need to wear your helmet. Even though West Virginia is a helmet-free state for the most part, certain counties can bylaw helmets in like this. It's a safety precaution. As soon as you leave the Gilbert city limits, technically your helmet can come off, and then it has to come back on the Hatfield McCoy trail system. Helmets are required on all the Hatfield and McCoy trails. I like to think that when it comes to dealing with law enforcement or anyone in life, you give respect, you get respect. The officer explained all the rules to us, we had a nice chat, and then within a few minutes we were back on our way. Trust me, we're gonna get our chops busted pretty good about this one when we pull up to the rest of the crew.
What's up, man?
Hey man, what's going on?
About to hit it?
Yeah.
I was just posting on Instagram. I thought about y'all in it.
Yeah? Cool, man.
Safe travels. Where you riding?
I think we're gonna do Rock House and then hit some outlaw trails.
Nice. We'll be up at Buffalo Mountain.
Cool, you'll have fun, man.
Yeah. Good meeting
Nice
y'all
to meet
last
you.
night.
Take
Thank
care.
Sorry to interrupt your dinner.
Yeah, don't be sorry. It's all good. If you watch a previous episode, you'll recognize Matt there. He met us at the Mexican restaurant last night. Him and his son have been viewers for a long time. It was just super cool to link up with people that watch the videos.
Let's see if you're lucky today.
Yeah, I think they're doing all right. Got to start the day off right with some high quality McDonald's food. Thank you. Can I get an extra syrup? Thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Oh my God, it's
Doesn't even close. I don't know. Just wait.
You guys get a citation?
Well, Jason thought it'd be a good idea to do donuts in the middle of the street.
Really?
No helmets.
Oh.
No citation, just a reminder. Gilbert city limits require helmets. Anywhere outside the city limits, you don't need a helmet.
Yeah.
It's like a bylaw.
I seen that sign.
Yeah. Jason, man, say hello to the viewers.
What's
It's
going
been
on?
a while, eh?
It has 3 years to the day.
You probably remember Jason from the Tennessee videos.
We're back.
We just got on the road and these boys from Tennessee are stirring trouble up already, getting stopped by Johnny Law. We didn't even get on the road and he's already got cherries behind him.
5 minutes. Blue lights.
I wouldn't even, 5 minutes is pushing it. Try 30 seconds. So while we were stuffing our faces with garbage food, we all realized the RZR had a really bad lean to it and it was handling really funny. We all talked and we pretty much decided maybe it's not a good idea to take the battle wagon out. So here I am, sitting in a KRX.
Getting ready for
Getting ready for a ride with Wild Bill. Yeah, badass Bill over here.
Sharon's gonna trade in the battle wagon by the end of the day.
Yeah, I'll give you an update on the battle wagon, but I think she took a bit more battle damage than I expected. The front passenger side shock is blown out, so it's riding just on spring, and it is sketchy, especially without a rear sway bar. Man, going up that trail when I turned right, the front wheel would lift. Yeah. The battle wagon.
Battle wagon laid down.
Yeah, she. It'll be back on the field. It just, it just needs a little bit of recuperation. It took a hit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Would it break?
Blew a front shock by the looks of it, and that's really going funky with no rear sway bar.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really weird because it's sitting like this the whole time, right?
And then when you turn, it's.
So I get to play musical side-by-side today, which is actually going to end up being a really good time probably.
It will.
Because you know what? It's different being passenger.
Yes,
You don't
it's always
care about
different.
nothing.
No.
What are we waiting on?
I agree. Brandon's doing some muck pot thing. We got leaky tires.
Leaky. I don't know.
We ready?
So yeah, Bill's got an extra seat. Gimpy's got an extra seat. Greg's got an extra seat. And
You riding with Greg?
I'm riding with Bill to start. I want to take a ride in the Cadillac.
Yeah, buddy.
Don't blame you.
Yeah, I want to see what Corny's been raving about.
Have you broken
I've been a little bit, but not on terrain like this.
Oh.
You know, not for like a longer ride.
It said if you can't be fast, you gotta be sexy, right?
Yeah, and he sure is sexy.
Yeah.
All right, let's rock and roll. Jeez, Bill, what a pigsty. What are you being off-roading this thing or something? Hey.
Oh, look at all this. What I just sold today.
I got that on video. I'm watching you.
It's gonna be a fun day today.
How do you like your KRX, Bill?
I love it. It's been great so far. It's holding up very well.
Yeah, it's working really good, isn't it?
Over 6,000 kilometers on it.
Are you kidding already?
Yeah. Take a look.
You got some good mileage on there.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize you had so much.
Look at the hours, 305. Yeah.
5,900K. Wow, not bad. Does it suit me?
What's that?
This KRX.
It ain't looking good on
Yeah, we've got AC in the KRX.
Yeah, it's a Cowie option.
Yeah, I know. You like Paul's razor. All right, we are finally ready to rock. All the machines are ready to go. We fixed some tire issues, got a few bugs sorted out, and now we are hitting the trails. As most of you guys know, into a multi-day ride like this, with a bigger crew like we've got, things can take a little bit longer to get going than you plan, especially a few days in when machines are having issues, you're seeing signs of wear and tear. So it's gonna be kind of cool to enjoy these trails from the passenger seat, which is a completely different experience than driving. At times it can actually be a bit more sketchy, more scary, because when you're used to being in control of the machine and now you're not, it really changes the perspective. But at the same time, you don't have to focus on driving or anything like that, so you just get a chance to take in the scenery, experience the trails, and really just enjoy yourself. We're just getting to the Rock House trailhead here, and we are entering Trail 17. Even though I couldn't ride the Battle Wagon, I was quite excited to experience the trails from a few different machines. It's not an opportunity I get very often. So hang on and enjoy the ride. It's gonna be a lot of fun, like always. You mind if I hop in?
I hope you're okay.
Gonna ride in Super Greg's wagon. This your farm truck, your survey vehicle?
This is my farm plated vehicle.
Oh yeah, luxury. I will definitely be utilizing these harnesses. Ksenia just said from now on she's gonna call me Super Julian, that I've been riding with you.
Yeah, they were saying like your on your lifetime, is it like
My what?
lifetime subscription?
Yeah.
Like your trail maps? Like you pay for that or not?
Chris Hyde gifted it to me.
Okay, but does it do it like a monthly update?
No, I don't have the paid monthly updates, I have the annual update.
Okay.
So once a year they update. So I just, his is monthly. Riding here with Super Greg. Looks like we're hitting some good trails.
You know what? Even
It's bad up here. Up top. You need help?
He's coming there.
Take you to that tree just to straighten you up.
Alright.
It just pulled you over.
You got a tree saver or just rope it around it for now?
We're just stuck
There's
up
a
here.
tree
We're fine.
saver in my
We're
yellow bag,
side hill
whatever
up
you
here. We're
wanna do.
fine. We're just winching. It's Lee.
Hello.
Hello. It's not awful. Paul's done this trail before. He'll recognize it.
Long walk.
Yeah.
Winch and gas. Slow gas and winch.
How do you like running around in flip-flops?
All day long.
All day long?
Are we having fun yet?
Yeah.
Slick!
Still a little slick in here.
Yeah. That's where the stickies rock, eh? Okay.
No, I don't think she's gonna go
There's a Can-Am up on the trail flipped upside down right up here.
up. Really?
Yeah, he's running over there to help him. Yeah, he had trouble there too. Winch?
Yeah. Free wheel does work. You've been up here before.
Did you learn to Zareski today?
Yeah.
Hey.
I gotta pay for my ride.
Yeah.
High or low?
Low.
Good. Nicely done.
Thank you.
It's all momentum.
Let's just hook her up. I'm a little freaked out right now.
You want to hook it up here?
Let's just hook it up.
You've got like another 12 rolls on there. Ksenia, go up there.
Right there.
Just right there. There's a Maverick on its roof. There's a machine on its roof over there.
Christy's filming it.
Yeah?
And we can say
Oh, cool.
All right, we have to. Julian just told me to check it out a little bit further because there are Maverick on this roof. So let's see. Oh, no.
Put the cable off the tire.
Oh, Bill's still got his front swing or hooked up.
It's corny for sure. Corny always make it.
Corny in the KRX, he's gonna give her all she's got. That's how it's done. Yeah, buddy, you show us. Show us how it's done.
Hit her to the left!
Hey, what didn't you come to do?
I didn't come to go around! Wow. Woo! That got the heart pumping.
Dude, that was a wicked climb.
Yeah!
These things work so damn good.
Oh.
You can tell the difference in driving style there, right?
I knew you make it. Really make it.
One shot, didn't even stop. It bounced me left like crazy and I'm going right up to the left bank. And I just kept going and walked it right out.
That run, she got spinning. Like, all right, that's it.
Oh, you need more momentum on that one.
Oh, this might be interesting. New York Mike, hitting her next. The 1000 XP. Pro Armor crawlers. No grip. Well, if that don't work, I don't know what. Oh! Ooh, mama!
Your back tire's on.
We hooking her up?
Yes, sir.
Get out the hook?
Get the hook.
Well, if doing a burnout don't work, I don't know what will.
Yeah, that's right.
See, I gotta pay for my ride. Yeah, I'm the winch bitch.
Okay.
Well done. Good job. That was nice. Is there more behind you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's 3 or 4 more.
Collins last?
Yeah.
Maverick Sport RC.
Oh.
He's gonna send it. Let's go, Brandon! Yeah! 1000 XP. Paul's coming up. She found the grip. We got a lot of people here now.
I better fill up my tire while we're here.
My winch cable pulled out.
You guys all okay?
Yeah.
What?
Just need somebody to give me a winch.
What?
Guys.
Hey, Bill, pull up here.
Yeah,
Let's try.
What happened? Just come up and over? Really?
he was on his roof call. We already got him quarter way back.
All right, let's go. Everybody, come here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Is it in park?
I hope so.
Yeah, they put it in park.
Okay, hold it up so it doesn't hit. Someone want to get in?
It's good. Yeah, I think it'll be.
Jump in her.
If someone gets in, then we can roll her down.
With the camera, what is that thing?
Is that the bug zapper?
Thermocell, yeah.
Thermocell.
Oh, it's. Oh,
He's in it.
Oh.
Not the 12 Canadians can't fix us. It's a Canadian machine. We know how to fix it.
We know.
97. I saw you going for a ride there. Where's my ride?
I don't know.
Oh, some nice reading material.
316.
Oh, 316.
I wasn't scared.
How to get to heaven from West Virginia. I wonder which hill they tell you to jump off of. God says you need to change drivers.
Change drivers.
I did. I'm not driving today.
You're good. You're in.
Someone pulled Greg's winch cable out all the way.
I know. I need that. Where
Not
we're
that he
going.
ever uses a winch.
Try not to.
For other people, maybe. We were surprised to see that X3 rolled over there. The driver wasn't paying attention, I guess, and he clipped the bank and it just laid him over. They were having trouble getting it back on its wheels, so as per the off-road code, it was our duty to help out. We put our muscle into it and we got him back on all fours. Corny filled up his leaky tire and then we hit the trails again. The trail we just went up was 97. It's one of the harder trails on Rockhouse, and all the machines did quite well. Now we're moving on to another fun long climb. Hold on, I'm coming up here.
Okay.
riding in the machine through this trail, but oh my god, to hike this, just impossible. It has actually pink rope just down there because it's so steep. It's hard to climb, but I had to be really fast coming to the spot because machines were coming. Oh my god, that was really intense workout. I will tell ya. Whew. I think I'm a little bit dizzy even. Need some water. Whew. I'm just to sit on this rock because my legs are shaking and I'm dizzy. Oh, everybody's up. Did I miss Bill? I film Julian. I guess so.
What about Blue Box and Paul?
I didn't see the Bill and the Paul.
Bill's not up.
Is the Paul there?
Is Bill up there? Is Bill up?
Is Bill up?
Bill's not up here. What about Paul? No. What about Blue Box?
Come on. Be faster, because if they start coming...
Around?
Huh?
Did they go around?
I don't know. My leg's shaking. I had to like run, legit. And we are up the hill, walking. How you feel, Julian?
I did that in two-wheel drive.
Yeah, I see that. Me too. It's so beautiful up there.
Back up. You're okay. Nice. Is that, Ksenia, is that a good spot for you? Yeah. Okay.
Very good spot.
Okay. Put a battery in it. Whoa, watch out, Greg, Greg, get away, get away, get away, get away. Greg, Greg. I don't know if that was you.
I see it was going over.
I don't know if that was you, but that was scary.
I know. Okay, you want a winch?
Very good recipe.
You're good.
We're gonna get some comments on the interwebs about that one.
Hey, you gotta go back to that rock though.
Watch it.
You're right next to
That's how we do it?
That's how we do it.
That's how Van Meer Farms handles it, right?
That's right.
Manual labor.
Yeah.
He's so lucky you were there.
I literally pushed
Honestly,
it back on his
I didn't
wheels.
think it, I thought he was gonna like go over on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was gonna have enough in it to put.
Hey Greg, just to clarify for the internet, is that proper safety procedure right there?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Nothing
good.
bad happened.
Okay.
Tips backwards, just push it back.
Just roll it on back over.
Just have Super Greg behind you and push it back on your wheels.
Everybody needs a Super Greg with them.
To be standing underneath you.
Photoshop a cape on him.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this openly, but I'm glad I didn't bring the razor.
Nice.
Because I would have rolled that thing
Oh yeah, you would. Yeah. Oh,
8
absolutely.
times over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That
would
was a
hand
good
over
call.
it all the way down the bottom.
Yeah, that was, yeah. I gotta go back to the drawing board. We gotta make some changes.
I'm okay with this trail being over with.
You left me.
No,
You left me.
I'm gonna ride with Jimpy now.
Oh, she found a better man.
Were you in it when he went up the tree?
No, she was watching.
I am shaking.
It was like a fish tank moment, but he stopped the fish tank.
He was fucking shaking.
Oh, dude, it was insane. I can't believe. I honestly thought that thing was going over on Greg. Well, those were some sweet long climbs. That's what's awesome around this area. Some of these climbs just keep going and going and going, which is what makes them a lot of fun. The camera really didn't do that really long climb justice. It's hard to show the depth on film, but as you saw, a few of the guys decided to go around, which put us in a weird situation because Ksenia didn't have a seat. Bill and Paul and all those guys went around, and then we had to call Gimpy and tell him to get his ass up there so she had somewhere to ride. But that's why you heard us busting Paul's chops and saying Ksenia found herself a better man to ride with. Unfortunately, I wasn't sure which trail numbers those last few trails were. I think the last one we just hit was 95, but I might be wrong. Maybe some of you guys watching will know what those climbs were and you can leave a comment. At this point, I believe we're on trail 41. We're kind of weaving back and forth trying to find a few specific trails, so I'm kind of just cutting to the action points here. I'm not giving you guys all the in-between because some of it would be pretty boring. I try to include the trail numbers where I can. That way it'll kind of at least give you an idea of whereabouts we are in case you want to find these sections of trail when you come out here. just there's someone coming down the trail, so we gotta try and pass them. I was just saying that's the sketchy thing around here is it's all two-way traffic, right?
Yeah,
That can get pretty freaky sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of machines coming through next to us, so we're just kind of pinned in here. As I just mentioned, all these trails are two-way traffic, and certain sections, like you can see here, are pretty narrow for two machines to pass each other, and if you ran across another machine at speed, it could get pretty dicey. The only time we really find there's much trail traffic is on Saturdays and Sundays, which is why I always recommend if you're coming out here for a longer trip with a bunch of guys, especially if it's your first time and you want to get a lot of mileage in, then try to plan your trip during the week if possible. This ride was filmed on a Saturday with beautiful weather, so as you can see, there is a lot more traffic on the trails than in our past videos during the week.
Yesterday and the day before we had no traffic.
Yeah, weekend Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what I mean by
Makes
like
sense.
the ride command doesn't follow where you actually are.
It's because it loses GPS sometimes with a thick canopy. The Rock House Trail System is definitely one of the more rough trail systems in the Hatfield and McCoy Trail network. I don't mean that in overall difficulty of the climbs and the ledges, more or less just the terrain you're gonna run into. As you can see here, there's a lot of small rock all over the trail. It's really bumpy and rough and rugged. If you're more into scenic, mid to high speed cruising, then some of the other trails networks might be better suited to you and a lot more comfortable to ride on. We're just getting to one of the main trailheads here now, and we're gonna take a right onto the road, and that'll lead us right down to the Hatfield Cemetery. Are we near the cemetery?
It's up here.
Getting to the cemetery. Aside from the Hatfield Cemetery, there's a ton of other really cool historic sites to go visit. There's a variety of different tours you can book, both trail riding tours and historic tours. Whether you're a history buff looking for some scenic trail riding, or somebody that's really looking to push the limit on some outlaw trails, there's a ton of options out here and you won't be bored. If it's your first time out here and you're planning to spend a few days, then it's a great idea to start your first day off with a guided tour. Speaking to the tour guide will give you an idea of where you should plan the next few days of your trip. We are at the Hatfield Cemetery.
Had a lot of pot stirrers. On the Hatfield side, you had Jim Vance, who was stirring the pot. On McCoy's side, you had Perry Klein, Randall McCoy's cousin, stirring the pot on that side, and Dale Lance's uncle on this side. And the families were kind of just scapegoats, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Perry Klein tried to lay claim to 5,000 acres of Hatfield property. That went to court. They lost that. They lost the hog trial. So they thought they would make a spectacle of the Hatfields in public.
We spent a few minutes exploring the area around the cemetery there. Most of us had already been there in the past, but it's still a great place to stop. Just keep in mind it is quite a hike uphill to get to the actual cemetery part. When we did get there, there was a gentleman giving a guided tour and explaining some of the history associated with the cemetery, so we caught the end of that. And then it was time to hit the trails again. Destination we were working working our way towards was the Rock House, the rock formation that the trail system is named after. If you haven't been there yourself yet, then you're likely familiar with it from photos. It's one of those spots you have to visit at least once if you're out here riding the Rock House trail system. Oh, those are mine vents. Those are vents.
Yeah.
Or mine. Those are mine vents, yeah. It's just they've covered them up.
Yeah, tried to.
I remember seeing these last time, remember?
No, I don't.
Yeah, we stopped here last time.
Yeah.
Rock House, we stopped by another scenic outlook to have a quick break, a drink, and a snack. There's so many awesome sights to see here. Just take a look at that view. Look at that view. Beauty day.
100%.
Well, that's a nice bunch of rigs, eh? They're set up well. That one wheel of his does not look happy. No. on the top of the Rock House on the Rock House Trail in West Virginia. Yeah. On the Rock House. Hey guys! Woo! Rock House. We're on the top of the world here. What a view up here. Oh yeah, just enjoying West Virginia. We are at the Rock House, just taking in the views, taking a little break, and now we're gonna keep going down the trail. I mean, this is like an essential if you're gonna ride this trail system.
Oh yeah, this
like,
is a must.
Yeah, you gotta stop.
I'm just adding it for a waypoint in here.
Oh, cool. Now we know for next time.
Yeah.
Tablet's hot. Shut up.
Oh, it overheated? Piece of crap. His tablet. Greg, how you enjoying yourself, man?
Man, this is awesome.
Good trip?
Yeah.
Weather's been great?
It's always love coming to Tennessee and checking out these trails.
Yeah? You like Tennessee?
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at him is what I'm thinking of. I know.
Mr. Tennessee over
Mr.
there.
Tennessee over there. No, West
Yeah.
Virginia, of course.
Yeah,
but,
West Virginia's always a good time.
They're both good. It's about the
Yeah.
people you meet out here, though, right? Like,
We always luck out and meet some great people on our trips, and usually one or two of them will kind of stay in the loop, and then we end up kind of making a long-term friend and a riding buddy, right?
yeah, like look at New York Mike that we met, right?
Look at Lee.
Yeah, Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's been some riders along the way for sure.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of people we've run across and met, and people that watch the videos, people that don't, and it's always a good time though. And you just, the scenery, the elevation changes, the sheer amount of trail here,
Oh.
it's hard to compete.
Of maintained trail too.
Maintained and mapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, always a good time. So if you guys are thinking about coming out to West Virginia, what do you say?
Oh, come on out.
Come on out.
Yeah.
It's totally worth the trip. We drive 12 hours and it's worth every minute. And it's worth it. I'd drive farther if I had to.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, add it to your bucket list and make sure you cross it off.
But these are like people go through here.
Yeah.
It's not like Bear Wallow where there's no traffic.
Yeah. Next time we come here, me and Colin were talking, it'd be almost worth just staying somewhere right next to Bear Wallow.
Yeah.
We don't need the view. We've seen it. We can drive out and see a view. And the fact is, we've been at Twin Hollow so many times.
Yeah, is there anything north of Bear Wallow and close to Bear Wallow, or is it kind of its own
I don't
thing?
know. We'll have to do some research for next time. That's 40 over there.
Just cut enough that you can get by.
That's awesome.
let us tag along.
Oh man, you're always welcome now. You passed initiation. You're part of the team now. As you guys can see, the sun is starting to set and we're slowly making our way back to one of the main trailheads. We're sticking to the easier trails right now, just the more scenic mid-speed stuff, which is also a ton of fun. You can cover a bit more ground a little faster, and there's a lot of great scenery along the way. As I mentioned earlier in the video, this is getting filmed on a Saturday, and it's our last day here in West Virginia before we leave. Sunday morning tomorrow we'll be heading home. We got about a 12 to 13 hour drive, so we're gonna head back to town. We're all gonna sit down for a nice meal, then we're gonna wash the machines, get the trailers loaded up so that we can leave bright and early first thing in the morning. With that being said, don't check out yet. We still got a lot of fun times ahead in this video. We found the exit. Now leaving Rock House.
Take the back way into, oh, we gotta go to town.
Let's go to town.
We gotta go to town, forget it. Town.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Gilbert and grab some Mexican. All right, do you wanna go?
Doesn't matter.
Do you know where we're going?
That same way we came in, right?
Yeah. Watching the previous episodes from this series, then you'll have heard me mention a few times that road riding around here is even a lot of fun. The roads are twisty and turny, there's a lot of beautiful scenery. When you drive through some of the towns, some of them are like time capsules. It's like a blast to the past. There's so much to explore and see here. All the people you run into are super friendly, and it's just an all-around great time. The only bad part of these trips is knowing that you have to go home at the end. There's so much ground to cover out here that you would have to come back here literally dozens of times to run out of places to see. And with that, things are always changing, trails are evolving. Depending on what time of year you come, the sites are different and the trail conditions are different. So you know what? If this is the only place you could ride for the rest of your life, you'd still have an awesome time. I'm super jealous of all you guys that live a lot closer to these trail systems, whether you're in Tennessee or West Virginia or anywhere within 2 or 3 hours of here, because the worst part for us is having to drive so far to get here. That makes planning these trips a lot more difficult and a lot harder on the budget. Even though that said, it's still worth it, it's still worth the effort, it's still worth the monetary investment, so don't hesitate to come out here, you will not regret it. As you can see, we're heading back into the heart of Gilbert now, and what better way to finish off an awesome trip like this than all sitting down, sharing some stories, and having a great meal. We're gonna head back to the Mexican restaurant we ate at last night in the previous episode, because the food there is just awesome, and we're probably gonna start planning the next adventure. I know I've been hyping this place up a lot, but anyone that's been here will tell you I'm not exaggerating. There is so much to explore here, and when you have that dream of going out to buy that side-by-side so that you can ride and explore all these amazing places, West Virginia is one of those places that you're dreaming about. The amount of scenery you can see here, the vast area you can cover, this is what these vehicles were made for. Now with that being said, I mean there's tons of other great places you can go explore and ride too. Our next series of videos will be taking you to Tennessee, and you'll see what Tennessee has to offer. There's also some amazing riding out that way. Later on in the season, I'd also like to explore places like Pennsylvania and Michigan.
This looks like a law office where no one's at. Park here?
I think so. There's nowhere else to park. The law office is closed, so... Okay.
Mexicano
Some good
time.
Mexicano. It's time to polish this adventure off with some Mexican eats. look like a Mexican.
Hey, if there's anywhere to sit, it looks busy.
They'll find a place to sit. Is dinner good?
So good.
We were so hungry. Dinner was so good. I forgot to film anything. That should tell you enough. I have a food coma now, and I don't feel like loading the RZR on the trailer. Ksenia can do it. It's a man's job, she says. I'll have to get Paul to do it then. He's her new man. She rode with him all day. All right, dinner's done. Now it's wash time. Washy. Yeah, but the mud comes off easy.
Yeah.
It's really sandy.
Ceramic coated for it.
If you want it, it makes such a difference.
Yeah.
Hey, try not to get my seat wet, okay? You missed the spot.
Oh, that sucks. Racing against the clock.
Oh, he's got you up.
See? He's riding, he's washing.
Yeah, so you're gonna be watching.
Hey!
See, that backfired on her. She's like, see? He wasn't riding, he's washing. I'm like, yeah, so that means you're washing. She's like, no, damn it! Is this one broken?
Yeah.
Getting her cleaned up.
So if you go riding in the States and you're going back to Canada, you got to make sure your machines are rinsed off. They don't have to be detailed and super clean, but you can't have mud falling off of them and hanging off of them. They can't be super filthy on the trailer because they'll make you turn around and go wash them. Something about soil contaminants and bringing pests into the environment that shouldn't be there. So yeah, just so you know.
Look at me, I'm all shiny and clean.
Shiny. All right, we are loaded up. And we are heading home. 7:45 in the morning. We got about a 10-hour drive at least, and then with stops and fuel and stuff like that, probably closer to 11 or 12 if we stop for breakfast. But hopefully it's smooth sailing. And yeah, that's that. It's a great trip. Battle wagon took a little bit of abuse, but aside from that, it was an awesome time. Great friends, met some cool new people, caught up with some old friends we haven't seen for a long time. But yeah, all in all, great trip, guys. It was awesome. Can't wait to do it again. Just got to drop our garbage off in the dumpster, and then we're heading home. So yeah, all in all, wicked time, guys. Can't wait to do it again. I think the next trip's gonna be to Tennessee. Jason and Lee want to meet up there, and I'm sure a few of the other guys will meet us, and maybe a few viewers, and we'll have a blast. So, smash that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the other content. If you haven't watched all the episodes from this series, make sure you check them out in order. It might make more sense. Check out some of our other trail riding videos from previous trips and more local around home. Check out some of our extended length stuff and some of our how-to videos. And if you want to help support the channel, get some cool Team AJP swag, stickers, stuff like that, then head on over to the Shopify store and get yourself some cool gear. Just a little side note, the driveway going up to and coming down from Twin Hollows is insane. You literally drive up a mountain. Going down's a lot easier than coming up. My trainee was screaming. It was 108 degrees Celsius, so like 226 or 7 degrees Fahrenheit. Hottest I've ever gotten it. I was not happy. So if you've got a big load, like big trailer with a lot of machines, then just be prepared for quite the uphill battle getting up here. But you know, people do it in full-size RVs with enclosed trailers, so it's doable. Just know that it's here. We are in the mountains after all. Looks like they're doing a bunch of work here in the last while. These areas of West Virginia have gotten hit really hard with rain, and there's a ton of flooding and damage and washouts everywhere. I mean, when it pours through the mountains here, everything runs downhill, right? So it can cause a lot of damage. So it looks like they're fixing some of that. And I know I saw online that a ton of places had serious like flooding and water damage a few weeks before we came here. But you can't really see any signs of it now in the areas we were in. Aside from some washouts on the trails, the roads and everything look good. Side-by-side rentals and guided tours here as well. Alrighty, we are leaving Twin Hollow. Another good time. Can't wait to come back. Twin Hollow, Gilbert, West Virginia, guys. My brakes. They're smelly.
I really hope you guys enjoyed the video series. I hope you checked out all the episodes. If you did, definitely leave me a comment with some feedback. It helps me improve future videos. Before we end the video, we're going to show you some of the scenery leaving the West Virginia area that we stayed in, the drive out of the mountains. It's absolutely stunning. We're going to conclude the video with a little bit of a damage overview and a damage assessment, as well as kind of cleaning up the RZR and checking everything out once we get back home. So stay tuned for that. I touched on wanting to ride in some different areas moving into the future, so I have a lot of plans to explore a lot of new places we haven't been yet. As I mentioned, the next trail riding series will be from Tennessee, from a trip we went on this past March. And after that, I want to plan some other trips. I had mentioned wanting to go to Pennsylvania, Michigan. I'd love to check out Kentucky. I mean, I'd love to make it down to Utah, Arizona, California, all those areas, but they're just unattainable right now. It's way too far. Aside from that, I'd like to do some traveling in Canada as well. We have a lot of amazing places to explore and a lot of beautiful wilderness that we can ride on as well. So I would like to do my part and kind of show off some of what Canada has to offer. The off-road infrastructure in Canada is not as developed as in the United States, but luckily things are starting to grow. Certain communities are starting to see the benefits of allowing off-roaders in and the money that it can bring in tourism dollars to those communities that in some cases might be struggling, like some of the communities we've seen here in West Virginia.
You can just never get sick of these views. It's so beautiful. Like the sights here are stunning. It's such a nice drive, being able to see everything. It's not boring at all. Like you just constantly look into the left to the right, find yourself going under the speed limit because you want to see what's around you. Absolutely amazing. I said it earlier in the videos, guys. If you're thinking about coming out to West Virginia to ride and sightsee, then just do it. It's so worth the trip. It's amazing. Like, how do you beat these views?
Incredible.
Seeing what we're seeing now through the window.
As many of you know that follow the channel a bit closer, I quit my job in healthcare a few months ago and I'm taking on the content creation and the off-roading thing full time. My biggest goal out of all of this is to advocate for power sports and for our hobbies in general. I want to shine a positive light on off-roading, on side-by-sides, ATVs, and the whole power sports community. I know sometimes we get painted with a bad brush, but there's so many amazing things that off-roading brings to both the people involved and the communities touched by it, and I want to do my part and use my reach to help grow this amazing sport we all love so much.
No, we're not home. We're just outside Cleveland, Ohio. And we just had to stop on the interstate because my fender was about to fly off. It's always something. So I stopped on the interstate just off the shoulder and it was super sketchy enough to like secure this fender on here so it didn't like detach from the trailer while driving. The weld snapped. It had a funny wobble to it for a while, but I checked it this morning and it seemed super solid. So I figured it would hold home. But obviously it didn't. So I'm gonna just try and break the other weld. Well, I just gotta disconnect my light. And now we're gonna disconnect the fender. Obviously this weld is strong. We're gonna take the bolts off. The adventure never disappoints. You gotta use your problem-solving skills everywhere you go. Been meaning to address these fenders for ages. I just didn't think I'd be doing it on my road trip. What's going on? Looks kind of cool without him. It's like that. Remember we saw that other trailer? I'm like, oh, his fender's missing. Well, what do you know? So is mine now. Well, we can put this in the truck with all the removed weight reduction off the RZR from this trip. It It just keeps coming. Look at the tire was rubbing on the
Oh yeah.
in here too.
Well, good that you noticed it. You could
Yeah, it's
remove
good
it.
it didn't detach itself. Alright, well, the fender's off. That was a quick 5-minute fix and we can keep cruising. Looks pretty badass, I think, Mad Max style. Pretty much, we'll see what's next. Hopefully nothing. I hope we're done for this trip. So let's keep cruising and hopefully now we can make it to the border without issues and get across without issues. Well, we are on the Peace Bridge in Buffalo, New York, waiting to get across the border into Canada here. And with our luck, everything's gone smooth until now, minus my fender almost falling off. But now there's a big lineup for the border. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long. But overall, a successful trip. So we're pretty much home now. All right, so we are back home. It's time to take the RZR to the shop and give it a good wash down and a full out damage inspection to see what we really wrecked on the trip. So we're gonna give it a good clean and then we'll do a good once over. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna plan out the next move, which is gonna be Battle Wagon version 3.0. We're gonna step it up one more notch. I'm probably gonna go custom cage, upgrade a few suspension components, change up some tire sizes and suspension settings, and get this thing performing a little bit better. All right, we are stripped down, ready to clean pretty much, and do a full out damage assessment. Right now, looking at it, the roof bag got a little damaged, so I pulled that out. We got a kink in the cage here, as you can see. A little bit of more damage to the roof, a little more cracked. No big deal there. Bit of damage to the door. It's got a bit of a wobble to it. And we popped a rivet or two on the bottom there. That's an easy fix. The mirror, actually, the Falcon Ridge mirror caved in and the bolt loosened a bit from the hit, and that prevented it from breaking, actually. So I just got to tighten up that bolt. The mirror itself is fine. The glass itself is fine. It folded away nicely. Like I said, it just loosened up from the impact. The Razorback off-road cage took a good impact, and in previous videos I had said that this cage is not structural at all and it'll crumble under a impact. I underestimated the strength of this whole setup. It actually took a pretty serious impact there and held well. The spare tire carrier also took a big hit and it was just a little loose, so I tightened it up. We rolled onto the roof. Obviously, unfortunately, there wasn't any great video because the engine oil was draining. Ksenia couldn't get out of the vehicle. She was pinned in there. Not hurt or anything, just couldn't really get out. I couldn't get my camera out because it was in my door bag full of GoPro batteries and other stuff, so if I unzipped it upside down, that would all dumped into the ravine. So we just focused on damage control. We got the RZR back on its wheels as quick as possible. You can see there's engine oil all over there, like the leaking out. So didn't want to risk soaking the air filter too much and filling the air box and causing any damage there. So yeah, so you know what, photo, video, we got front video, we got rear video. I'm sure that'll be cool, or it was cool, I don't know. At this point you've probably seen it, but yeah, it is what it is. A little bit of some wiring ripped out up there because of the flex. What else? This side pretty decent. The roll caved in the exoskeleton here. It bent it here and twisted all into there, and you can see it's kind of buckling the fender in two spots there. You can see the wraps wrinkling. That's pushed right up against there, but it did its job because that would have hit the door and all the fenders and plastics, that would all be mangled probably. So it did its job. This side looks pretty good. The back rack, the swing away door and carrier still opens and closes just fine. So that didn't tweak too much actually. My gear case for my camera gear is up there. It's one of those hard cases, the waterproof ones. It took the whole weight of the RZR actually, and it caved in the rack and bent some of the brackets up here and didn't actually even crack the case, which was very impressive because all my expensive camera gear was in there. I was always worried if I rolled on my roof it would break it and everything would fall out, but it didn't. This whip was bent 90 degrees. Once again, obviously didn't get video, I just kind of saw it and straightened it out, but it was bent 90 degrees. As a result of that, it's not really as straight as it should be. I straightened it out, and we lost a couple LEDs as a result. We also lost a couple LEDs on this bar from the impact. You can see it's chafed up there and looks like it's almost rubbed through the outer casing from the impact. It's a little bent too, so these whips, they are damaged. But they literally took the front impact of the whole RZR on them. Those are Adrenaline Off-Road Outfitters whips, and you know what, the fact is they're still working. They straightened out and they're still 85%, if not more, functional after all the abuse they've been through about a season and a half of riding and a roll. You can see here the front is tweaked a little. It's moved out of line there. We're gonna have to take stuff apart. I don't think I tweaked like any supports or anything under there. I'm assuming this fender pushing on this is just kind of flexing out into here, but we'll pull all that off and take a look at it anyways. We got a torn outer CV boot on the Rhino 2.0 on the driver's side. We've got a blown front shock. I'm hoping it's just a seal or some sort of a valving issue inside, which turned to be a big issue, which is probably a big reason that we did roll it because of the situation we were in. And the video clip and my explanation will be there as to what I think kind of happened causing a lot of that. Obviously just speculation. We got quite a bit of tire wear over these last 3 long journeys. Probably got about 1,500 miles on these Tusk Megabytes and 0 F's given. Really beat on them, and I've spun them up hard on the rock a few times. The fronts are still looking pretty decent, but the rears have definitely taken a beating. With that being said, I think it's time for Battle Wagon version 3.0. We're gonna switch things up. We're gonna shrink it down a little bit. I think I'm gonna drop the suspension ride height. I'm gonna drop the tire size. I'm gonna drop the center of gravity. I'm probably gonna pull this rear cage setup off of it. We're gonna redesign things, redesign the bed space, and I'm gonna see if there's a better way I can carry the gear and the stuff I need. I'm gonna lighten up my stuff that I carry and see if there's a way I can kind of drop the CG on the machine so that it becomes more stable, so I can get back some of my mid to high speed performance, as well as prevent that front wheel lift on the climbs. I do want to do an aftermarket cage. I'm looking for a specific cage. I don't want just like a bolt-on basic cage that looks like this. I want it to give me the option of carrying a spare if I need to, yet keeping the weight low, and I can't chop it too much because I'm 6'4", and wearing a helmet, I'm pretty tall, right? So I don't want to chop the cage too severely. I don't want to impact visibility. I don't want an intrusion bar because it messes up the video. So there's a few things that I need. I want over hood bars, I want back bars, I want it tied into my exo cage and my bumpers. So I kind of got some specific needs. I think we'll rewrap the RZR as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna wash the machine. We're gonna get the WR Products Total Wash. We're gonna soak down the machine with the foam cannon. I'm gonna give it a really good cleaning, and we're basically gonna button up the West Virginia series here. Stay tuned. There's a ton of wicked content coming your way. I'm really gonna be cracking down, editing a lot more content in the weeks and months to come, and I will be slamming out a ton of stuff, guys. I have so much content in the vault. I've been struggling getting it out. I'm a one-man show. I edit everything all by myself. So it does take time. You know, these long videos take a hell of a lot of time. These multiple episode videos take a hell of a lot of time, especially when you got to factor in living your life outside of that and still paying bills and all that jazz. Let's get to it. I'm gonna wash up the Battle Wagon. We'll do a few more shots and we'll button it up here, guys.
Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button.
Woo! Yeah. This is our little adrenaline junkie, right? What's your name?
Evelina.
How old are you?
7.
Do you like with the RZR?
Yeah.
You like making videos?
Yeah.
A lot more to me than just the off-road videos, so smash that like button and subscribe because Evelina told you to do it.
Thanks again for watching, guys. If you would like to help support the channel, the best way to do so is through our Shopify store. The link is at the bottom of the page here, as well as in the video descriptions. You can also check out our Rocky Mountain ATV MC affiliate link. If you buy anything using that link, then a small commission goes back to the channel. Another method of supporting the channel is using our Patreon account. I don't really push it. It kind of feels like panhandling to me, but people have asked about it, and there is a few Patreons on there, so if you'd like to become one of them, then there's no pressure. Whether you want to do a $2 donation, a $5 or a $10, whatever you feel suits your budget is appreciated. All the proceeds generated through Patreon and the Shopify store go directly back into creating more awesome video content for you guys to enjoy. As always, ride safe out there, and we'll see you in the next video.